on this real quick. And man, this is going to be a brief call, but it's going to be powerful. We got a lot of people on here. If you are brand new and you've never been on the Soak Up Sunday, do me a favor and put a 1 in the chat. If you've never been on Soak Up Sunday, do me a favor and put a 1 on the chat. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat for me. If you're brand new, we got Johnson on here. Is Johnson on here? Let me see if my man Johnson's up here. Johnson, you're new, right? Put a 1 in the chat, bro. I'm doing this for you, man. So let me see something here, guys. Let me see. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Yes.
Loud and clear, bro.
All right, bet. What's up, G Money? All right, man. So Johnson, we got Johnson in the building. So guys, do me a favor. Johnson is brand new, just joined us a couple of days ago. So I want you guys to, let me make sure you guys can unmute, but I want you guys to unmute your mic and show some love for Johnson. Let me go ahead and, here we go. Time out for 1 second. Allow participants to unmute. There we go. Guys, do me a favor. Show some love for Johnson. Give me some love. Unmute your mics.
Let's go.
Welcome.
Let's go. Welcome to the family, Johnson. Let's go,
Welcome
my
to
guy.
the family.
Johnson.
Welcome, Johnson.
What's up? What's up? What's up? So guys, let me see. Do we got Ro on here? Because Ro, no, she's not on here. All right, no worries. So here's the deal, guys. Man, Soak Up Sunday. We do this every single Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern. So I'm glad you guys are on here. I want to cover a couple of things, but I definitely wanted to give my man Johnson a shout out. He's brand new. He's in the Florida area. So we definitely want to show him some love. I know we already announced him in the chat, but Ro actually brought him on. I think they went to high school or middle school together. So welcome, Johnson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So do me a favor. If you haven't done so, make sure you put OTC in the chat, and then make sure you reach out to your success partner to let them know that you're on the call, because if you don't see them on here, there's a reason being, right? So make sure you let them know. I'm actually getting ready to text my man real quick who said he was going to be on here, but he's not. I'm going to ask him where he's at. And let me see, where you at? Where you at? Here we go. Cool. So guys, thank you for you know, I don't know if you guys saw what Evan posted in the chat with Dion. Y'all know Dion shows up every single day. He's actually going through some things right now with family. So make sure you keep him in your prayers. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is devastating. So he's dealing with some things. And at the end of the day, he has to have somebody that he can count on, somebody that he can lean on. So, you know, thank you guys for showing him love in the chat. You know, prayers going out to my man Dion, dealing with, you know, the things that he's dealing with in life. And here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. When you strive for greatness, or when you're going for things, you're gonna deal with life's. You're gonna deal with life's ups and downs, right? So nothing is just smooth. Nothing worth having is coming easy. So you're gonna deal with ups and downs. You're gonna go through things in your life that you probably don't want to even tell people about. But guys, you know, Dion actually shared some info with myself and Evan, and you know, we're here for him. So, you know, this is the time where we got to pull together and just help one another. So what I want you guys to do is, if you do not have a success partner, you can put a 1 in the chat. But if you do have a success partner, make sure you reach out to them on a consistent basis, right? You want to reach out to them on a consistent basis just to see how things are going outside of IM. So outside of IM, you want to reach out to them. So let me make some people co-hosts. I know Gary's a co-host. Trina, I'm gonna make you a co-host as well, because we got people coming in here and somebody's texting me, telling me something. We'll see, jumping on, but can't turn on my camera at dinner. It's all good. So guys, make sure you guys reach out to your success partners just to see how they're doing. Like, for instance, I reached out to somebody recently because I was like, yo, I haven't seen them in a while. So you know how every day, Monday through Thursday for that matter, we have our 8 o'clock Eastern call, right? There's some people on there that are consistently showing up every single day. If you notice, if you're on there every day and you notice somebody that hasn't been on there for a couple of weeks or maybe a month, man, reach out to them just to see how they're doing. Because if somebody stopped showing up for an entire month, there's a reason, right? We just want to find out what that reason is. We want to just be there for them. And at the end of the day, I don't want you to reach out to them because it's like, hey, you need to get back on these calls, but just find out what's going on with them because life happens. How many people know what I'm talking about? Life happens. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, put a 1 in the chat. Because guys, we are going to go through some stuff in this game. Now, man, listen, we're going to go through some ups and downs, you know, whether it is buying a house, whether it's buying a car, whether it's trying to walk away from your job, whether it's in a relationship, you're going to go through some things. And when you go through those things, that's when you really, really get tested. See, a lot of people, once they go through the tough times, they quit. Most people go through the tough times and they end up quitting. So what I want you guys to do is, first of all, not be quitters, have a low IQ, right? A low IQ. A low IQ means a low quit level, right? And then I want to actually throw a couple of things out there for you because I've been getting a lot of calls for individuals when it comes to trading, right? Individuals that are not confused, but most of you guys came in with just HFX, right? So most of you guys who are brand new don't really know how to trade Forex or crypto for that matter. So my first question to everybody on here is, do you guys have any crypto? Like, does anybody, do you not, if you do not have any cryptocurrency, just put, I don't have it yet. Put that in the chat for me. Put that in the chat for me. If you do not have any cryptocurrency, I want you guys to put that in the chat for me. All right, perfect. Now, how long you been in, Latoya? How long you guys been in, Tony? If you don't have cryptocurrency, I want to find out how long you've been in as well. Just give me some, and I don't know who the iPhone is. Who's the iPhone person? Who's the iPhone user? So you've been in 5 months, 2 months. All right, cool. So 4 months. All right, and we don't have any crypto. All right, cool. And Johnson, you just joined, so you probably not gonna have it yet. You like 2 days in, but we got you. So here's the thing. And the reason why I wanted to go over this information is because I had this conversation with somebody, and I went to an event. And when I went to this event, guys, I was told to get cryptocurrency. So this event was in Atlanta. I think, yeah, Gary, you were there. Gary, do you remember when Dr. Jewel, when Jazz had I'm going to say he rented out the Airbnb. So Jazz rented out the Airbnb. Dr. Jewel was in there. China was in there. And Riyadh Jones spoke to us. When they spoke to us, here's the thing, and this is just how I am. Dr. Jewel basically said, you guys need to have crypto. I don't know if you remember that. She's like, you need to have crypto. At the time, I didn't have it. But she never showed us how to get it. So here's my whole point. People was telling me you need to get crypto. Like, for instance, some people said, I've been in for 6 weeks. I've been in for 4 months. And people have been telling you guys to get crypto. So my question to you is, why haven't you got it yet? You see, the reason why I didn't get it was because I didn't know how to get it. I was like, all right, I need to get it, but ain't nobody really showing me how to get it. So it's not really something that it's important to me, but it's not that important right now. In other words, it's not a priority. Does that make sense? And here's the example that I told you, and I'll give Jazz props because Jazz called me probably in, I don't even know when he called, but he called me and said, hey, bro, do you have any crypto? And I'm like, nah, man. He's like, why not? I was like, man, I don't know how to do it. He said, download Coinbase. So everybody on here that does not have crypto, I want you to download Cash App or Coinbase. So download Cash App or Coinbase, right? So I'm gonna just put it in this chat, Coinbase or Cash App. I want you guys to download it ASAP right now. When you download it, go ahead and download it. Because see, here's the reality, guys. I looked at this, like my daughter who's 15. If I tell my daughter, hey, Tia, go ahead and wash the dishes. Do you think she's going to wash the dishes right away, or is she going to take her time to wash the dishes? Somebody talk to me real quick. If I tell my daughter, hey Tia, you know what? When you feel like it, go ahead and wash the dishes. How many people got kids in here? If you got kids and you tell them, hey, wash the dishes when you feel like it, when are they gonna wash them?
Never.
Never.
They're not.
Never. They're not.
Exactly. So I have to tell my daughter, hey Tia, I need you to wash the dishes like now before you go to bed, right? And that's what I needed Jewel to do to me. And Dr. Jewel, we weren't like that, but I needed her to say, hey, if you don't have crypto, download Coinbase right now and let me show you how to get it. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys right now. If you do not have crypto, I need you to download Cash App or Coinbase right now so we can show you how to get it, because it's real simple. It's so simple that when you get it, you're going to be like, for real? It's that simple. So you guys, I want you guys to download it right now, because this is so important. It's too important for you not to have it, especially if you've been in for over a month, or it doesn't matter how long you've been in, but everything's going to change right now, because I believe that people just procrastinate. That's the largest nation in the world, procrastination, right? So I don't want you guys to procrastinate any longer. So I'm going to go over this crypto space for you, because if you missed this boat, shame on you, because you're already in school for crypto. Like, you guys are in school for it. If you're not even taking the class, we're dropping trade ideas for you to make money. So how many people got into the trade that I dropped today? Because I made money on the trade. How many people got into the trade today? How many people did not get in the trade? Put a 0 in the chat. Let's just put that. Let's just put that 0. Okay, you didn't. All right, cool. So the question is why? And most people, you might be busy, or maybe you don't know how to get into the trade. Maybe you don't understand that stuff right now, right? And I'm not getting on anybody. I just wish somebody would have sat me down and said, hey, you need to do this. Because that's when I got my crypto game going on. So it's not too late. I don't want you guys to think it's too late, because here's the reality. Some people have crypto and they just lucked up and they're just sitting on it and they don't know what to do with it. Like my neighbor, he's like, yeah, man, I bought some crypto and I'm playing around with this. And I'm like, bro, who's teaching you? I'm just on my own. I'm like, oh, so you winging it. I'm like, yo, you can keep winging it if you want. I said, but a year from now, you're going to be mad when I move. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. When you learn this skill set, you're going to be able to change your address. Does that make sense to you guys on here? So here's the thing. You got to ask yourself, why didn't you get into the trade? So some people, if you want to be transparent, if you're busy, cool. Like I know Lisa, she was at work, but if you saw the trade, why didn't you get into it? Because I just believe most people just don't know how to do it. So if you don't know how to get in those type of trades, let me know, because that's what I'm going to show you today. All right. So everybody who put a 0 in the chat, did you see the trade? If you saw it, let me ask you, how come you didn't get into the trade?
Hey, Twan.
What's up?
Hey, it's Tyra. Hi, everybody. Twan, I will tell you, I do have the portfolio, not 100%, but I follow Curtis Cobain, excuse me. And I have a lot of stuff set up, and Gary has been really good and influential and have told me. So I don't want to say that, I'm not being helped, but I have, I'm a little crippled with how to do the trade, and I'm kind of nervous about it. And I know I don't need my handheld, and I know that there is a tutorial and all that stuff, but I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know what it is, but that's what's holding me back. I didn't see the trade today, but I have seen, the tutorial, and I'm like, yeah, when you see the buy, and then you wait till till you break, and I'm just nervous about it. So I'm gonna be straight up.
And I love it. Like, thank you for being transparent. And it's okay to be nervous. You know why you're nervous? Because you're not used to it. You're new. That's why you're nervous. Somebody's like, same. Like, I was the same way, y'all. I was like, but let me tell you something. Dr. China and I think Dr. Jewel, they got into Bitcoin when it was like at 3,000 or something. They got into it when it was $3,000. Y'all know it's like at 50 or 50 something thousand now. So they got into it when it was $3,000. So I want you guys to get into it now, because it's gonna be here for a minute, right? So you want to capitalize on it and know what you're doing on it. So thank you for being transparent. Yeah, definitely trade and demo. And I'm going to show you how to do all that real quick, because the reality is I don't want you putting your real money into trading crypto right away. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you will lose. I promise you, you'll lose, and you're going to lose big. This ain't HFX where you put up $10 and then you lose your 10. No, this is where you put up money and next thing you know, you're down 100. You like, hold up, man. Hold time out. How did I get down 100? But we're going to show you how to practice before you get into the big game, right? We're going to show you how to practice, because practice makes perfect. You want to practice before you start trading, because this stuff is no joke when it comes to crypto, but it's so important that you have to take advantage of it. Because if you're not taking advantage of it, you're going to school that offers crypto classes, and these crypto classes can make you wealthy. That's it. So that being said, I'm going to help everybody. So has everybody downloaded the Coinbase or the Cash App? If you did, just go ahead and put yes. If you downloaded Coinbase, and you should already have Cash App, go ahead and put a yes in the chat so I can move forward. Go ahead and put a yes in the chat. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. That's cool. So Tiff's coming in. So she coming in from a wedding, y'all. Yeah, I'll get all that. All right. So now that you downloaded it, here's the thing. So depending on what you have, Coinbase or Cash App, all you have to do with Cash App is literally, man, this is so simple. You got to qualify to actually, you got to get authorized to purchase the Bitcoin. But all you have to do, guys, is go under where it says Bitcoin. So if you have Cash App, excuse me, I'm going to do Cash App first. All you have to do is go where it says under the actual homepage. Go to the homepage, and you should see a screen that says Bitcoin. It should see something that says Bitcoin. Actually, I take that back. Go to the squiggly line. Go to the squiggly line. So you have the homepage, you have the credit card, the dollar sign, you have a little squiggly line. And then on the squiggly line, you're going to see where it says buy or sell crypto. And all you have to do is hit buy. Now, they're not going to let you buy it unless you get authorized. In other words, you're going to have to send them your driver's license and maybe proof of your current address. But when you do that, it's going to be a process for you to get qualified. And if you don't know how to do it, we have a video in the Wealth Launch. So I want each and every one of you guys who haven't purchased any crypto just to buy a little bit of Ethereum or buy a little bit of Bitcoin. What's a little bit? I don't know. Like if you can start with $25, go ahead and do that. If you can start with $5, go ahead and do that. If you can start with 100, it doesn't matter. You just need to have some crypto. You got to have some crypto in your portfolio, right? You got to have Bitcoin. You got to have Ethereum. So we want you to start out just to get some of that. So if you put a 0 in the chat, and in the next 24 hours, you're going to actually purchase some, whether it's $25, $50, $100, or whatever. Just put in the chat that I got it. Just put in the chat I got it, because I want you guys to do this in the next 24 hours. And what I'm going to do is, if you get stumped or whatever, we're here to help. So Lisa, we got Toya, we got Mercedes. Oh, Mercedes, I know you got crypto already. So we got 2 people that's going to do it. Anybody else? Who else said that they do not have it and they're going to get it? So we got Toya, we got Lisa. Who else? Tony. All right. Anybody else? So we got 3. How many people said that they don't have it, though? Let me see. Oh, she said, I'm getting some more. So Tiara, are you gonna get some this week?
Hey, so I like I said, I have crypto. I have a good.
You just haven't
I
traded
have at least the top 5. I have the top 5.
Right,
I have some altcoins. So I'm good.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No. And I'm not trying to holler. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to tell you, like, my weak point is the trading part. For real.
Perfect. That's what we're gonna cover next. So you can invest in crypto and sit on it, right? And it can be an investment and it grows, and then you can trade it. So let me show y'all how to trade it, because here's the reality, man. If you haven't And I'm not going to teach you guys how to trade, but I'm going to show you guys how to get in and out of trades, if that makes sense. So let me pull this up for you guys, because I wish somebody would have walked me through this when I first started. See, when we first started, it was kind of like, hey, get on here and just hit this button and then just go from there. So first and foremost, let me kind of break down the stuff that we drop in the trades, because a lot of people probably like, man, I don't even know what you're dropping. Like, it looks good, but I don't even know I don't even know nothing about that. So first and foremost, when you're trading Bitcoin, let me just kind of keep it real with you. There's a lot of different brokers that you can choose from, right? Some brokers, you got to start with at least $1,000 if you want to trade Bitcoin. Then you got to. And then some you can start with as little as $500. I would say 500, you can be comfortable with it because it moves very, very quickly. All right. So I want you guys to practice first before you put any real money in there. And guess what? It's unlike HFX because you can get a demo account right now without putting any money in. So the individuals that never traded, I want you guys to set up your demo account ASAP so that you can practice. All right. So how do you set up your demo account? So all you do is you can, when you go to the Wealth Launch, they have a broker on there on the Wealth Launch. You can use different brokers. A lot of people have their favorites, right? I know Trina has a broker that she deals with. I know Gary has one as well. I just asked Gary who his broker was. And some of these brokers move very, very quickly. So I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you guys. Hugo's Way is a broker that moves fast. And I wouldn't recommend that for y'all right away. If you never traded before, please don't use Hugo's Way. I know G Money, you got Hugo's Way. I had Hugo's Way. It moves too fast for me with people with Bitcoin because you need $1,000 to start. So we have a couple other brokers. I think, Trina, do me a favor. Can you drop the broker that you currently use in your MetaTrader 4? Make sure you guys, I'm gonna pull this up as well. I use a couple other brokers. Let me see. So Hugo's Way, whoo. I ain't gonna front, man. I mean, y'all got leave that alone for right now. So I'm gonna drop this one in here. Let's see here. This is one. This is one. Yeah, there we go. Those are two good ones right there. So if you're brand new, make sure you go to these websites, and it's real simple to set up. All you have to do is fill out your information. And there's a video on it in the back office, but it's on the Wealth Launch. But all you got to do is fill out your information, your name. You can start with your demo account, whatever you want. So I would say start with $1,000, right? Whatever you think you're going to start with, just kind of start around that area. Don't put 10 grand in there if you don't have that type of money. But if you have $500, maybe you can start your account with 1,000, right? So it gives you the parameters that you can start with. You can leverage. Make sure you use, and then we can do MetaTrader 4, and we'll walk you through that stuff real quick. So let me pull this up so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So hold on for 1 second. Let me pull this up. I really, really want y'all to get this real quick, because let me just kind of break this down for you. With trading crypto or trading Forex, how many of y'all get stressed out when you trade HFX? Do me a favor, unmute your mic. Let me know if you get stressed out when you're trading HFX.
Me. This is Amanda. That's me.
Sometimes.
All day.
All right, cool.
Me.
Everybody does. But why do
Me
you get,
too,
let me
Tom.
ask you a question. Why do you get stressed out when you're trading HFX? Because correct me if I'm wrong, the dollar amount you have up there, you know, if you lose, that's how much you're going to lose, right? Like if you're trading, you put $10 or $20 or $50, that's how much you can lose, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so look, now watch this. If you never trade, now listen, this is the big leagues over here. I'm gonna tell you right now, HFX is simple, but when you're trading crypto, let me show you what's gonna happen in Forex first. When you trade, you're automatically gonna be in the negative, automatically. So what do I mean by that? When you get in the trade, you're automatically gonna be down. So can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so let me show y'all this real quick, because I don't want y'all to freak out. This is why you gotta practice in demo. So look, I got into this trade. This is a minute ago, boy. Let me see. 2019. Jeez. So listen, I got into this trade. Now, with crypto, it's going to be a little bit different, but I got into this trade. I put sell. So here's the thing: when you want price to go up, you hit buy. When you want it to go down, you hit sell, right? So I basically got into this trade and I was down -$8, -$4, -$9, -$8.50. So if you're automatically down as soon as you get into the trade, 20, 30, 35 bucks, how many people are going to be stressed out off that? Everybody cool with that? Down 35 like that?
No.
Yeah. All right. Look, Mercedes like, nah. Listen, this ain't nothing. I'm going to just let you know. But if you got to understand this, so eventually these trades, they became profits, right? So you got to control your emotions. You cannot get emotionally attached to these trades because your blood pressure will boil once you get into these trades, right? Now, here's the thing. Once you enter into a trade, in most cases, you're going to be in the red, meaning you're going to be losing right away. And I used to freak out because I would be down like $100, $200 real quick and be like, yo, what happened? As a matter of fact, I was in a demo account with Bitcoin. I started with $1,000 account. I did Hugo's way. And I think I texted to Evan. I was down like $300, $400 like that. I was like, thank God this is a demo. But if it was my real money, I'd probably be pissed, right? The key is don't panic because you have to follow these educators and you cannot over leverage in your account. What does that mean? Don't risk more than you should, okay? And you have to trust the analysis. So if you don't know what you're doing, now you're just trusting the traders, the individuals that called out the trades, right? So in this situation here, I was down and then eventually this is what I was up, $196. So you have to be patient and you have to trust the analysis. So every trade isn't going to go your way. But if you know what you're doing and you follow the right people, majority of your trades will go the right way, okay? So let me just try to show you. Here's the example of the trade I just posted not too long ago. This is XRP. This is a coin. So we got into this trade and it told us to get into the trade. If you look on the right over here, it tells us when to get into the trade here. I wonder if I can actually just, there we go. Hey, can you let Anita in? Somebody's let Anita in, please. Hold on. All right, thank you much. Thank you. It won't let me, all right, nevertheless, let me see something here. All right, so on the right-hand side, it says XRP is the 1 hour time frame that says buy. So when you buy something, you want it to go up. When you sell it, you want it to go down. You guys know that. It tells you the entry, 1.15, right? Or entry number 2 is 1.13. So that's where the bottom of this arrow is, okay? Now, it also says your stop loss. Your stop loss is basically going to prevent you from losing all your money. The stop loss is at 1.11. And then it says the take profit number 1 is at 1.17. Take profit number 2 is at 1.20. So what does all that mean? That means that, hey, by the time I go to my MetaTrader 4, I need to find out where this trade is currently located at. So when this trade is called out, I go to my MetaTrader 4, I pull it up, and I hit trade, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Once I'm in this area of entry, I hit buy, okay? Now, I also set the parameters of stop loss, meaning prevent me from losing at 1.11, and then my take profit is at 1.17. Once I enter those numbers, I walk away from the phone and I don't stress over it, okay? So when I called this trade out, I think maybe 10 minutes later, we were already in profit. So depending on how much money you have as your lot size will determine how much money you're gonna make, all right? So let me kind of show you what happened on this one here. So this trade idea, I got into the trade and I was up, right? So what I did is I entered my stop loss at 1.14. You see where I got, let me see, stop loss 1.14. Oh, I was already up in the trade. So what happened is I was winning in the trade. And since I was winning in the trade, I adjusted my stop loss. So all that means is this. If you're winning, you should never lose. It's like tug of war. If you're already winning, you should never lose. You can just go ahead and call it quits. If you're already winning the trade, you can just call it quits. How do you call it quits? You adjust your stop loss, meaning if the trade goes back to that number, 1.1499, it's going to automatically kick me out of the trade and I'm going to win. So once I make money, once I'm winning in the market, I never lose because I protect what I've already made. Okay. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second, because I know some of you are like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. So let me show you this trade I did. This was XRP for 0.50. So I got in at 114, right? And let's see here. It got to 114.99 and it kicked me out of the trade. Okay. The Bitcoin trade that I was in, I got in at 54,733 and I stopped it at 55,000. So what does that mean? That means that once I was in the trade, I adjusted my stop loss. And let me show you how to do that. Now that's the other trade, so I ain't gonna go with that one real quick. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. I think I got it right here, here, and here. All right. There we go. Now, before I even show you guys that, let me make sure you guys can see this screen. Can you guys see this screen here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, it just went up. There you go.
All right, so this is proper risk management, because this is trading traditional Forex. For crypto, it's going to be less. So if you have a $500 account in traditional Forex, you don't want to trade anything bigger than a 0.05. That's the lot size. That's how much money you're risking. So if you think about HFX, that's how much money you're putting up, right? Now, what's a 0.05? That means it's 50-cent lot size. So how do you get a 50-cent lot size? How I do it is all I do is I take the decimal and I move it over to the right. So if you take 0.05 and you move the decimal over one space, now it's 0.50. What is 0.50? That means 50 cents. So each pip is worth 50 cents. So if I get 2 pips, I made $1. If I get 10 pips, I made $5. Okay, so here's what I know. On a $500 account, if I lose 3%, if I lose 15 bucks, I'm done. Like I'm done. I'm not gonna lose more than $15 because I only want to risk 3%. All that simply means is with HFX, the amount that you put up, you calculate how much money you want to risk. This is called proper risk management. In Forex, you don't know how much you're going to lose until you put your lot size up there, and you have to set your stop loss based off of what they tell you. So once you know what the stop loss is, you have to calculate, hey, if it hits my stop loss, how much money am I going to lose? So you have to do the math on that stuff. Okay. So on a $500 account, your goal is to never lose 15 bucks. If you lose $15, you're done for the day. Okay. So in Bitcoin, however, you cannot risk 0.05 on a $500 account. It's too much. You need to do a 0.01. So that's why I want you guys to practice this stuff before you trade your live money. Okay. So let me just show you something real quick. And let's see here. We got that on the $1,000 account. Let me show you $1,000 because some of y'all high rollers. If you start with $1,000 on a 0.03, a 0.10, the most you want to risk is 3%. So it's 30 bucks. So all you do is calculate your $1,000 and you say times 3%, that means $30. So that if I lose $30 on any given trade, I need to be done for the day. Now, a 0.10, if I move that over one space, that means it's 1.0. You add another zero, that means it's worth $1. So on a 0.10 lot size, each pip is worth $1. Do you guys understand that? Or are you still lost?
Yes.
Let me know.
I understand.
Yes.
Amanda, she probably like,
No, I do not know what you're talking about. I understand the math, yes, but
cool.
I'm not with you. It's okay. Keep
No
going.
problem. No. So here's the thing. Most of the people who haven't watch the videos on Forex or crypto, you're lost right now, right? Because you never had to do this stuff. That's why HFX is so simple. HFX is like, put your 10 bucks in. If you win the 10. If you know, or you win 8 or whatever. If you lose 10. With Forex and crypto, you got to calculate this stuff. So there are videos that I want you guys to watch before you start trading as well. But all it really is you have to calculate how much money you're going to win or lose. Okay. So Amanda, I'll work with you on it. Don't even sweat it. But here's the clincher.
But why, when you're looking, that screen that you showed, when you had one, you know, there was like 3 or 4 different amounts. Remember when you said, okay, this is $35, we're gonna sweat $35, but there's like 3, 4 different currency pairs that's there. I don't understand that part. You know what I mean? Like HFX, right, there's just 2. I'm just dealing with those 2 right now for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You know what I mean?
I got you. So are you talking about this screen? Are you talking about this screen right here?
Yes.
So let me explain this. So in traditional Forex, you might get into multiple trades at the same time. Okay, so you might get on a session with somebody in traditional Forex. They might call out 3 or 4 trades.
Okay.
So the goal, what I tell people, is never get into more than 5 open trades at a time. But when you're trading crypto, I don't want you getting in more than 1. So traditional Forex is easier than crypto. Crypto is fast. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. When you get into these trades that we call out, you only need to have 1 entry when you're first starting out. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Your screen isn't gonna look like this. Your screen better look like 1 entry, that's it. And so we'll work with you on it, but I understand where you're going with it. But in traditional Forex, we used to trade like this, get in 4 trades. So let me just kind of take you guys there.
Oh, so you just fancy. You showing me all your fancy stuff. You know I ain't ready.
No. This was an old slide.
I'm playing. I'm just playing.
I don't have a new one. But let me just kind of take you guys back. Like, you guys got it so easy now. It's ridiculous. See, when we started, we got up at 3 in the morning. We didn't know what we were doing. There was no demo account. You were trading your live money and you were lost. And you were on Zoom with Kathy at 3 in the morning getting in trades like, huh? Okay. And you would just hit it and it would go red. You start freaking out at 3 in the morning. So then you couldn't go to sleep because the trade is going to stay open for you for at least an hour or 2. So you're 4 o'clock, you're falling asleep. And then when you finally wake up, you're looking at your phone and either you're excited because you won or you're upset because you lost. This is traditional Forex. That's why we told y'all don't even worry about Forex. Do HFX, but don't worry about it. Now things are a little bit easier for you. And I'm going to show you how simple this really is. So first and foremost, did you guys see Coach Lawrence explain the swipe coin? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys see it?
No, I haven't watched.
Okay, Mercedes, you got to watch it tonight. And when you get done, I want you to text me. You got to watch that, because the reality is this. That's all this guy does. And Coach Lawrence is a multi-millionaire. Coach Lawrence is a multi-millionaire. So he basically showed us how to trade his style of trading. And it is very simple. And I'm going to show you how simple it is. But let me pull it up real quick. And I want you guys to watch the video. And if you don't, let's see here. Boom. Man, when he did this, I was like, bro, it can't be that simple. It can't be, but it is. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about here. So here's the thing. So for the individuals that have elite, obviously when you have elite, all your stuff's going to be colored, coordinated right here. All you do is you go to Swipe Coin Scalper. This explains how this thing works right here. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is watch this video if you have DCX. If you don't have DCX, don't worry about it. If you have the elite, you need to watch this video. And I'm going to show you why. I'm not going to play it, but this is how you need to do it. So you guys see the red and the blue arrows, correct? So listen, when these trade ideas come out, let me show you how he does this. He clicks on the trade. He comes over here. He clicks line chart. Now it doesn't look as intimidating as the other one, but it still looks a little intimidating, right? It's just the line. How many people see a blue line and a yellow line? You see a blue line. The blue line's here. You see this blue line, right? And then how many people see this yellow line just going through it? You guys see that, right? So let me show you how Coach Lawrence trades. When he told me this, I was like, bro, are you serious? He was like, yeah, man. Wherever he said, so the arrow is an indicator. So when this trade idea comes out, it says sell. So you want to see a red arrow. Do you guys see a red arrow? Yes or yes? Yes. So then you want to look at the gold or the yellow line. So if it's a sell, you want the gold line to be above it, kind of like it's pushing down. Okay? So if it's a sell, you want the gold you want the gold line to push it down. That means that he would get into the trade. If it's not above it, he wouldn't get into the trade. Now watch this. When you do a buy, look at this. When he does a buy, he says, I want I want to see the arrow and I want the gold line to be below it. If it's below, then he gets into the trade. I was like, that's all you do? He was like, that's all I do. Look at this. So check it out. Let me just show y'all this. So peep it. We'll do this. So right here, it's a sell. So do we want the gold line to be above it or below it? Unmute your mic.
Above.
Above. Is it above right now? Is it above? So you wouldn't he wouldn't get into the trade. Right? So look, it went down and he would have made money, but he didn't get into that trade. The next one, it's a blue one. Do you want it to go up? So you want the gold line to be above it or below?
Below.
So is it below? Is it below?
Yes.
Is it below the blue line? I mean blue.
The gold line is below. Yes.
So you would get into that trade. Okay. Look at this one right here though. Check this blue one right here though. He got into the trade here. It's below it. It's shot way up. This is how he makes his money. It's shot up. Look at this one here. It didn't go up that much, but it's shot up way up here. So here's the thing, guys. He goes over this, and I have the video of him explaining it because all I'm doing is watching what he's doing, a multi-millionaire, and I'm just copying what he's doing. He doesn't teach people how to trade. He says, I only focus on 2 currencies, actually 3. He focuses on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum. I was like, hold up, that's all you do? So he'll send me screenshots, y'all. And I'm like, come on, man. This dude is killing it every day. Thousands of dollars. And all he's using is this strategy right here. So I want you guys to watch his video. I dropped it in the chat. If you don't have it, I'll make sure we drop it again so that you guys have it, okay? So that's all that he focuses on, guys. Now, let me show you. So this trade idea that just came out, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. This is Swipe Coin. This is just the only thing that he used, a scalper. Now, Coach Lawrence has been around for a while, y'all. A while. And if he's just using this, then I'm just using this. So look at this, guys. This was Ethereum. It said sell. Here's the blue line. Is the gold line above it or below it?
We don't see the screen.
Hold on. Let me just do this one.
Yeah.
All right. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
So here's the trade idea right here. Look at this. This is the entry. They called this out as a sell, 35.57, right? So they called it out right here, guys. So my question to you, do you see a red arrow pointing down? Yes? Cool. You see the red arrow. The next thing is the gold line above the entry, above the blue line. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Below.
Yes.
So would you get into that trade? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you would. And if you did, look what happened. It went up, came down. Look where it is right now.
Sheesh.
So So what I started doing is I said, you know what? Let me practice this real quick. So I went and got 2 accounts. I got Hugo's Way, because I used to trade Forex with Hugo's Way. Hugo's Way, and I know Hugo's Way, man, you can't really risk a lot with Hugo's Way. And then there's another one that I use as well. And I was like, okay, I can risk a little bit more. It doesn't move as fast, but I'll take that. So I actually been getting into these trades. So I got in the Hugo's Way trade with Bitcoin, and it went the opposite way. I had $1,000 account, and I think now it's like $600 or something like that. Like I lost my money quickly, y'all, like real quick. On one trade, I blew my account. And I said, okay, I'm not going to really recommend that to everybody because it moves too fast. But the one that Trina put in there, the one that I just put in there, pick up those accounts and set up your demo. And if you don't know how to do it, get with your success partner and we'll show you how to do it as well, okay? But when you get into these trades, it's not that hard, guys. So let me show you if I can actually do y'all want to see a demonstration of a trade real quick? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
All right, let me go ahead and plug this in. Give me 1 second. Let me plug this in, my computer. And let me hook y'all up real quick. I don't know if I got it on this thing here. Let me see. I think I can do it on this one. Hold on. Yep. All right, so let me plug in my computer so this thing.
Tom, got a question, Tom.
Who's that?
It's me, Ryan. Okay,
What's up,
so
Ryan?
for the gold line and for the arrows, are we talking about the whole entire symbol for buy and sell, or just the tip of the arrow?
What I'm gonna tell you to do is I'm gonna drop the video because here's the reality. This isn't my strategy. Coach Lawrence did a video on it the other day, and I'm gonna drop it, and then after you watch it, we'll talk about it because I don't really know.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to give you any false information, but what I want you guys to do is to watch the master and he explains it. And then after he explained it, y'all, this joker went ahead and so I dropped something in the chat the other day. He was like, man, I made $4,000. This is all that I did. And I'm like, dang. I don't know if y'all saw that in the chat the other day. So let me see if I can make sure this is my demo first. Okay, Hugo's Way demo. So let me show y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Share. iPhone. Boom. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so this is my demo with Hugo's Way. So I set up a demo with Hugo's Way the other day. I'm gonna go to history at the bottom right, and I did this the other day. This was 10-8. So what's it? 10-10. 2 days ago, I got into a trade. I started with $1,000. How much money did I lose, y'all?
630.
630, 629. So I'd have blew my account. So let me ask y'all, if y'all start with $1,000 and on one trade you lose 630, what you gonna do? Cry?
I'm gonna be done. Yeah, I probably would.
Quit.
I'm
I'll be done.
Done.
Exactly. So this is why I'm gonna tell you, don't mess with Hugo's Way. Y'all not ready for Hugo's Way right now. G Money, he been trading for a minute. He used Hugo's Way. He bets like a 0.0 lot size and he good. So I did 10 cents. I did 0.10. So that means if I move it over, each pip is worth $1. I lost 600 pips, y'all. I got killed on this trade, but I just wanted to see it. It's my demo account. I didn't really care, right? So let me show you how this works. So let's just say we call it a trade. So all you do is you go to quotes. All I had on here was Bitcoin. So at the far right-hand corner, you'll see quotes. So quotes allow you to pick your currency pairs. So if you're trading currency, all you do is hit quotes, hit the top right up here, the plus sign. I'm gonna go to where it says crypto at the bottom, and here's the cryptocurrencies. So I'm not gonna trade all these. I just really wanna trade what Coach Lawrence trade. What does Coach Lawrence trade? Ethereum and Bitcoin. So guess what I'm gonna trade? Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, everybody got me so far, right? We good? So now,
Yes.
Good.
that's all I'm putting on this account. So I'm gonna practice this before I put my real money on there because I work too hard for my money to just give it away, right? And if I do lose, which I'm gonna lose sometimes, I wanna know why I lost, all right? So now let's just get into a trade. So let me kind of show y'all. So let's pull up the trade idea that we called earlier. That was Ethereum or Bitcoin? So let's just do Ethereum right now. So Ethereum, you hit trade. So now you come up with Ethereum, you hit trade. So right now, this is the second screen. So you see where it says, if I sell by market, they're gonna put me in right here. If I buy right here. So obviously if you buy, you want price to go up. If you sell, you want it to go down, okay? So right now, let's just call up, buy or sell. Just somebody say buy or sell, anybody.
Bye.
Buy. So I'm gonna click buy, boop. Ooh, I don't have enough money in there. So let me change it. Cool, so I got into this trade. Look at that, I'm down $85 right now. How many people would freak out? Let's just be real. You freaking out. You lost $85 that fast. You see that?
Me?
You'll freak out. But here's the thing. That's why you don't want to risk more than you have in your account. Like, honestly, this is too big of a lot size to be risking on $300. I should have been at 0.03 or 0.01. So right now I'm down $82. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold this down in the middle, and I can either close it out and be mad at $92, which you don't want to do that. You want to click modify. When you click modify, you basically can put your stop loss or your take profit right here. So you put the numbers that they give you from the little printout. Remember how we dropped the trade and it tells you the entry, it tells you stop loss and take profit? This is where you put that information in. Does that make sense? So when you put that information in, now you go about your day and you don't have to worry about the trade. Okay? So when you get into these trade ideas, you enter the information here, and then you enter the information here, and you click modify, and then you're done. You just let it go. When it hits your profit, it's going to kick you out as a win. If it hits your stop loss, it kicks you out as a loss. Or if you're looking at the trade, you can get out anytime you want. If you're up on the trade, you can just click close and close out the trade, okay? So does anybody have questions about that so far?
I got a question. Can you control the length of time that you set up first? You can't.
Nope, this ain't HFX. HFX is time. This is distance.
Okay, but you can modify it during, like, in the midst of it. If you check in and you like where you are, you can stop.
Absolutely.
Or if you hate where you are, you can stop.
Absolutely. So unlike, okay, HFX is all about time. You can't do nothing until the time is up. Over here, if you like what you see, stop it. If you don't like what you see, stop it. At any time. You can stop or you can quit anytime you want. It's not about time, it's about distance. That's a good question.
Okay.
That's the difference between trading Forex and cryptocurrency. So like when I'm up, I never lose. Like once I get up, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm up. I'm good now. This is why I was talking to Randy Webb and he was showing me a trade and he was up. And I said, bro, you don't have a stop loss in here. I was like, you better put a stop loss in there. He's like, yeah, you're right. Because guess what? At any moment that can go the opposite way and his winnings can turn into his losings quickly. He was like, man, you're right. But when we get greedy and we up, we're just up. Okay? So here's the thing, guys. This is going to take some time, but if you practice this, I promise you it's going to be second nature. Like, I promise you it's going to be second nature. So again, two things I want you to do. Number one, first and foremost, download Coinbase, download Cash App, purchase some crypto. When you buy the crypto, I want you to put it in the chart. Like, I got my crypto. I don't care how much it is. You don't have to put how much you have. Just put something in it. You can actually do reoccurrence. Like every time you get paid, you can buy a little Bitcoin. Because guys, let me just break this down to you real quick. Y'all know Bitcoin is going to go to the moon, right? Y'all do know that. You know, Curtis talks about that, right? So let me just show y'all something real quick. Man, they got kicked off. It's all good. Let me show y'all something real quick. Hold on. So check this out. So in my other chat, I'm in a leadership chat. In my other chat, somebody dropped this in the trade. They got into Bitcoin. Can you guys see this here?
Yes, sir.
So they got into Bitcoin at 51,153.21. So they did a buy. So when you do a buy, do you want price to go up or down, ladies and gentlemen? Up. So guess what? It went up. It went up to 54. This person stayed in the trade. And he made 14, he or she made 14 grand off this trade. Now, they also got in twice. So look what happened. They got in when it was at 47 and they stayed in and they said, you know what, this thing's going up. How did they know what's going up? They probably looked at some analysis. Somebody probably told them it was getting ready to go. They probably got a trade idea and they rode that thing all the way up. So here's my question to you. If Bitcoin is at 50,000 right now, let's just see where Bitcoin's at. Bitcoin's at 55,000 right now, right? So have you guys been listening to Curtis Cobain? Did he tell you whether Bitcoin's going to go up or down? Has he broken that down to you guys yet or no?
He said it's gonna go up to 100K, right?
Yeah, but when?
I think a lot of people are saying even by the end of the year.
Okay, so watch this. If you know it's going to go to 100K and it's at 50K right now, which direction, when you get into the trade, do you going to hit buy or sell?
Buy.
You're going to hit buy. So watch this. Watch this, guys. If you know the direction, you can get into a trade with a small lot size and just let it go. And when that thing goes up, like this person let it go. This is not a 1 hour trade or a couple days. From 51K to 54, this took a little while. From 47 to 54, this took a while, but they just rode that thing in there.
Can I ask a question? When you say, okay, I'm only, this is the man. Yeah. So I'm only used to HFX right now. So just a couple minutes. Yep. So when you say this takes a while, what does that mean? Does it mean a week? Does it mean a month? Are we talking 6 months? What is a while in comparison to what I'm used to?
I honestly don't know how long this took. See, and that's the thing. The trades, a while to, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how long they were in this trade because it's not my trade. So I don't know when they got into it. I could probably figure it out by looking at the chart. But here's the thing, Amanda, look at it like this. Somebody just said Bitcoin's going to go to 100K. It might do it by the end of the year, but what if it goes to 100K by February? What if you knew Bitcoin was going to be at 100K by February? How many months? How many months is that?
4 months.
4 months. So in 4 months, so watch this. What if you got into a trade for a relatively decent lot size or small lot size? You got into the trade and you say, you know what? I'm going to keep this open for 4 months. And you took whatever you had, and in 4 months, it went to 100K. You know how much money you would have?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to quantify what we're talking about because I don't know how to gauge that time yet. So, all I know is what I'm used to so far, which is just a couple minutes. So, if you say it's a while, I don't really know what that means. That's why I'm asking.
So you got to look at it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Latrina. I was gonna just say this particular is different styles of trading. This particular trade that the person is in is called a swing trade. And so with the swing trade, it can take 2 weeks, it can take 4 months. So it all depends on what your goal take profit is and what you're trying to actually see. So you kind of distinguish where you want this trade to go.
and then you just keep an eye on it like at certain intervals, and if it's there, then you could just get out, or if it, you want to ride it out for a little bit longer, then you decide at that point.
Yes. It
Okay.
depends on your goals. Like this person probably has like that vision where they already have in their mind that, hey, I know Bitcoin is going to 100K. I want to get into this swing and I'm going to ride it all the way to 100K. However, if this person sees like there's called a mental cycle for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, if they see that this trade is going to be pulling back more than like 25% or 50% of what their comfort is, then they may exit the trade. But meanwhile, like if you're going to take a trade and you've gotten this far, you want to take some partial profits. So this person probably like has their stop loss set so high up if they haven't taken partial profits that if it hits a certain point, it's going to close out the trade and they still win. So it's
And
just
that's
a
advanced,
different.
Amanda. Like, so I was going to say, this is advanced trading right here. Like she said, this is a swing trade, meaning it's 2 weeks, couple months, whatever. But for right now, we're not going to have you guys swing trader. We're going to have you doing scalping. What is scalping? Basically, when you get the trade ideas, you're going to hit the numbers in there and you're not going to worry about it. So you're not going to do stuff like this until you get seasoned. But at the beginning, you're just going to enter the trades that the educators give you. Whatever number they give you, that's what you put in there. That's it. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
I
I
was
think
gonna
somebody
say
else
one.
agree. Go ahead.
Hey, fam.
Go ahead, G.
And on what's up, man? And great answer, Trina. And one thing I share with you guys too is that when you look at swipe coin, the beautiful thing about it is it tells you how long and what time frame they're actually getting in the trade. So when you look at it, it may say like H1, which means that they looking at it on a 1 hour time frame. So you may be in it a couple hours, a couple of days. You may look at it 4 hours. You may be in each candle is 4 hours. So it may take you a couple days, a day or so, and you can kind of gauge it. And so when you look at it, like Trina was saying, some people may have a goal. I just want to make a couple hundred. Some people may say, I really want to invest in this long term because I see the value in it. Because I actually got in a trade when it was at 30,000 and I'm still holding. And so it just kind of depends on where you are, your lifestyle. The more you grow into this, the more you're going to be able to see what's really conducive for you. And so, but it's just first thing first, getting started with learning how to get in the trades and seeing the time on a smaller time frame, whether it's an hour or 15 minutes. That makes sense?
Yeah. Do you think it's better to use like shorter time frames in early, like if you're in a demo account or something, if you enter one and you're like, okay, I'm just going to do this for a couple days just to maybe see the trend or watch the behavior. Do you think it helps you to learn if you give yourself those shorter time spans first when you start in a demo account? Or would it be better to let it sit for a while as far as learning?
I think it kind of depends on you because, sometimes it's like your accessibility. I had some guys when they first got into it, they couldn't be in their phone all the time. So they may do more of a couple days trade. They may not be just a couple minutes, if that makes sense. Or you may have somebody like if you coming in, let's say, for example, you want to back test your strategy. Like back testing means just, see the results on it. Like if you did 10 with the cash trap in your terminology, how good am I with cash trap? I went 8 out of 10 for your words. I think you went 10 out of 10. But with this, for example, what Tom was showing you with Coach Lawrence's strategy, let's say you want to do that on a shorter time frame to see the legitimacy or just how does it work for you. You can do that on a shorter time frame if you want to see that strategy. Now, if you want to use it on a larger time frame, whether it's an hour or 4 hours, you can use it as well. But it just kind of depends on you, if that makes sense, how you want to back test that strategy. Because on the time where he showed us, it had 15 minutes up there. So if you were back testing it based upon what he showed us, that, all right, cool, off of 15 minutes, I'm doing these. But either way, it's like personal preference, depending on what you got going on with your life, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I got a quick question. How many people have Coinbase? Like I know Gary has it, Trina. You guys have Swipe Coin, right? Who else has Swipe Coin on here?
I do too.
I have it.
I have it.
All right, who else? We got three, four, five of us. 6. Who else?
Nisi does.
7. What? Who else?
Me.
Ryan said I do. We got 8 people. All right. So here's the deal, guys. What I want you guys to do is this, because everybody doesn't have swipe coin, right? But everybody on here, I want you to watch Coach Lawrence's video, number 1. Then all 8 of us, when we get that swipe coin alert, I want you to screenshot it and put it in there for the squad. Okay? Can you guys do it? Because I do it, but I need y'all to help me because sometimes a brother busy. So when this thing comes out, just throw it in there for people. And if you get in the trade, say I'm in. And again, I want you guys to practice this. And here's the reality. The reason why we're giving this to you because we want to show you how simple this is. And we don't want to say, hey, you got to get to elite in order to do this. No, get your crypto now because once you start making money, you'll upgrade to elite later. Okay, but you got to be active. That's why we're cleaning the chat every week. If you're not active, we can't give you all these dope trades and these NFTs and everything else. While we're paying for this, you got to pay for it as well. Does that make sense? So we had to clean the chat. I'm like, man, a couple people been skating for months. I'm like, not no more. Skating ring's over. So the 8 people that have the actual swipe coin, can you guys do me a favor and commit to posting it in the group for the squad? Can you guys commit to that?
Sure can.
All right, cool.
Of course.
Perfect,
Yes.
perfect. Don't worry, Johnson. We're going to switch you up. Johnson, you got to call, you got to message. I got you covered, man. Don't even worry about it. So that's what I want to do. I want to start playing team even more, right? Because, guys, once you learn this strategy, I'm telling you, and you start making some money, like Coach Lawrence was like, man, if you're not making money to cover your membership, I don't know what you're doing. Like, seriously. You can't be showing up to class. So what I want you guys to do is watch it, right? Find out what his strategy is. If you already have the elite or you already have DCX, go under swipe coin, click that first video that I showed you, and it shows you how to use swipe coin. Okay? Because here's the reality, guys. I don't know about y'all, but how many of y'all got rich friends? Like, let's just be real quick. How many people know some rich people, like friends? Like you grew up with them or you're cool with them or what? Like how many, like your circle, you have your top 5 that you talk to on a consistent basis. Are they rich?
No.
Huh? No?
No.
Nope.
Nah. And that's probably why you're not rich. I mean, if you talking to broke people, you probably gonna be broke. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Over here, you got access to rich people. Like, let me just tell y'all this, man. I grew up with somebody that made it. They big. That dude ain't calling me, telling me how to make it. I'm cool with the dude. He ain't calling me like, yo, bro, this is how you make this money. But y'all know I can call Coach Lawrence and he can show me this stuff. Coach Lawrence did that because I asked him the other day. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Because he was sending me stuff. I said, what are you doing? He said, I got you, bro. He did the training. I was like, that's it? He's like, yeah. Instead of just showing you, I want to show everybody. Now there's no excuse. I was like, oh, forget that, man. I got some rich friends that show me how to win. Guys, listen. You guys, it's time to just level up. And it's time to come together. And I'm not saying leave your broke friends. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you're the average of your top 5 people you talk to the most. I got family members and they're so negative, I never talk to them. Because I'm like, I don't even want to hear it. Because I know it's something that's down in the dumps and this, oh, woe is me. I don't have time for that because whatever you feed your brain, you're going to start projecting that. Like, guys, listen. Another thing I want y'all to do real quick, because I just gave this to my younger brother. I'm going to put it in the chat, hopefully. Does everybody know their color? Does everybody know their personality color?
Yes.
Don't be showing off because you was WV. Get out of here, girl. Oh man. So look, I'm gonna drop it in the chat for everybody. I'm gonna drop it in here and I'm gonna drop it in the chat. So hold tight.
I know mine too.
You said you know yours too? Okay, because I think I dropped it before, but we got a lot of new people. I was trying to explain this to my brother, and it's so funny. He was asking me something about his daughter and how she don't do like the dishes. I was like, because she don't want to. Like, bro, when you were as kids, did you want to do the dishes? I said, the only time I did the dishes is when I wanted mom's car. That's the only time I volunteered. Your daughter doesn't want to do that. And he was like, well, how do you do that? I said, listen, it's two different scenarios. You live with your daughter every day. I don't. I treat my daughter Tia different than I do because she's not with me every single day. However, I do tell her, like, she don't walk over me at all, but I definitely have more fun with her than her mom does. Why? Because I'm not with her every day. I want it to be an experience every time I'm around her. But at the same time, she does things for me. Like she does to clean up the room. And sometimes she'll be chilling. And I'm like, Tia, come on now, clean up your room so we can go have fun. So I was just explaining that to him. My whole point is this, guys. I was telling him about his personality. My brother's real analytical. This dude analyzes everything, like everything. He's a green. And I was like, bro, you can't expect your daughter to be like you. She's nothing like you. You know what I mean? Like you're married. She don't even know you for real, for real. I was like, so you can't expect her to be on point all the time. That's what dad did to us. And I'm breaking it down to him. So my whole point is I asked him if he knew his personality type, like his color. He was like, no, I said, take this test. So I said, you know what? Let me drop it for you guys because I think it's important that you know what color you are. And then you also have to know the color of the people that you talk to. Like when I talk to people, I kind of know their color. So you got to know how to approach people, right? So let me kind of drop this for you guys real quick. And let's see here. Personality test. Boom, 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 boom. How many people know their personality? So Mercedes, what color are you?
I'm half yellow, half blue. Go figure.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So is your yellow the strongest one?
It's literally straight in the middle.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's off the chain. All right. So Nisi, you got green, don't you, Nisi?
I absolutely am, sir.
So greens are real analytical. I remember Nisi did the little chart with the HFX, and she had all the examples. Y'all would know what Amanda's color is. Y'all know Amanda. Y'all don't know Amanda, but I know what Amanda's color is already. But
Amanda's a green too. Don't play.
Like a mug. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll have to take the test then.
Yeah, you got to take it. Hold on. So I'm gonna drop it in the chat, and then I'm gonna also drop it in here. So I want you guys. Matter of fact, just get it from the chat. Hello, y'all. Everybody's in the chat. So listen. Once you take your test, I want you to put your color. I want you to put the color, like whatever color it is. So when people are in there, like, why are people dropping these colors? They're gonna be dropping purple. Like, I'm purple. I'm like, no, you're not. So when you guys know your color, make sure you put it in the chat. I know Amanda's green like a mug, right, Nisi? Like, as soon as she talking, I'm like, green.
Absolutely.
Green, 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 green. That's my brother. Straight green. Oh my God.
Y'all probably wrong.
There's nothing wrong with
Amanda, trust me. Yes, you are.
There's nothing wrong with it though. It's all good. And I can
now
definitely
I gotta take it. I gotta take it just to see.
So I dropped it in the chat. Make sure you guys do that. Now, Coinbase and somebody sent me a message saying when they hit the squiggly line, there wasn't a crypto thing on there. Is that right? Somebody said that on Cash App? If it's not on there, go to Coinbase real quick, huh?
They did. I put a message behind it, responded to it in text and let them know.
Perfect. Teamwork. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. So crypto, guys, we got to get some crypto. Like, oh my gosh, like crypto is like Netflix before, back when we had Blockbuster, y'all. I'm telling you, you got to get some crypto. Get on Netflix now instead of chilling at Blockbuster waiting for these movies because that stuff's going to be gone. Like, for real, we got to get on this crypto. And if you don't have money, we got to show you how to trade it so you can get the money. Because these trade ideas from Nick Gomez and these trade ideas from Crypto Picasso, y'all know they like 90% or higher, right? Like they're on the money with this. So you got to practice first, but once you get it, it's over. So what I want everybody to do, you know, the people that have Elite, the people that have DCX, let's play team, put those in the chat for everybody. When you guys get into trades, you know, say I'm in the trade or whatever, but I want you practicing first. Amanda, I'm talking to you. I need you practicing this for at least 2 weeks, probably a month. Don't be jumping into this thing right away. All right.
I ain't got no $1,000 to be playing with, so that's fine.
All right, cool. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just chill. Because listen, but here's the thing, Amanda. What's gonna happen is this. You're gonna practice and you're gonna win, and you're gonna be like, okay, let me put some real money. And you still don't know what the heck you're doing. You need to know this stuff so that when you do lose, or you know, you have to adjust your stop loss and everything else, because it's a different level. HFX is so simple. Hit the button, win or lose. Trading crypto is off the chain, but you gotta learn this stuff. So we're gonna help each and every one of you guys. We gotta stay around the campfire. Thank you guys for showing up consistently. Make sure you guys show up. Johnson, we need to launch your business, bro. We gotta launch your business. You have $1 million business in your hand. You gotta launch it. So I'm gonna get with you after this call here to find out some more information. We're gonna show you how to launch this business. And man, I appreciate you, Toya. I see you shopping. I don't know where you at. I don't know if it's Wally World or Target, but appreciate you jumping on here. Mercedes, I don't know what you cooking, but
HEB.
make sure you save me some. Where you at?
I'm at HEB. It's in Houston, Texas store. It's it's like a Kroger, but
only in Texas.
Okay, y'all got okay.
I made
Latrina's a green. Latrina's a green yellow. I can see that. Oh my goodness. Anybody else? What color? Yellow, white? Who? Johnson? What are you talking about? Ain't no yellow, white. No, never mind. We'll talk
Red
later.
and green.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, definitely. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what mine is. Mine is like ridiculous, but here's the deal. Okay, okay. Somebody sent me their Bitcoin, big time. Okay. All right, cool. All right, guys, listen, it's 9:30. Jeez. So listen, here's the deal, guys. This is recorded. We'll go back and we're gonna stop the recording real quick.